I grew up in the countryside in a small village called Farnans. I'm one of 5 children. We grew up in a very working class background. My father was a labourer, my mother started out life as a cleaner and later on went to work in a homeless shelter. So I learned very early on what the struggles of the working class people were like, and that really the face of homelessness was anybody out there. I've been an activist since I was 18. As a gay person, I know what it's like to live in conservative rural Ireland. Because of that, I'm very vocal on things like anti-racism, standing up for traveller rights, Muslim rights, working class issues. When I moved to the city, I became more involved in politics, and it really came to one point where my friend turned around to me one day when I was giving an opinion on austerity, I believe, and he said, "Well, you've all these opinions and these answers and solutions and you're really passionate. Why don't you get involved in politics? We all have a voice and we all have to be heard." I went out and I joined People Before Profit, and since then I haven't looked back. I've been out on things like the water charges protests, I've been out on housing protests, I've been out on repeal protests. I really believe that change is possible, and we've seen that in movements such as the water charges movements, equal marriage, and on repeal, and we won it. And that shows that people who feel disempowered can be encouraged to mobilise together and find their voice. My name is Fitzgerald, running in Cork South East. I'm running to ensure that working class people get housed. I'm running to ensure that poverty isn't an issue in the city anymore. I'm running to ensure that racism isn't an issue in the city. I'm running to ensure that we have a platform for working class issues, because they're currently being ignored by the likes of Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil, who have owned these councils for far too long and are basically ornaments for the establishment. I've been working very hard on housing issues. I work every other week with people who have been evicted, people who are forced to move home, and now living with 2 generations in one home, crowded into a small apartment even. If you want real change in the city, vote for me, because I'm a person who acts. I'm asking for your vote to represent the people, to represent your real issues, and to get your voice out there, because unless we empower the people, we're going to continue the way we've been going all along, and something's got to give.